Hey, Jerry. Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you how to fix your basement cracks and your poured walls. This is for poured walls, not for block walls. Anyway, we're gonna use a couple of basic things, and it's gonna be your tape measure. You're gonna have to have hearing protection when you're drilling. You're gonna need to have a good hammer drill, and then you're gonna need 2 or 3 good masonry drills, 12-inch, 3/8 by 12-inch drills. You can get these at Home Depot. They're a little more money than your average ones, about $13 or $15 a piece. Then you're going to need to have a bottle that you can shoot water into the hole when you get done. You'll need a vacuum to vacuum up all your mess and just suck out all the dust out of each of the holes. We're going to use a special zerk that's going to go into each hole that we're going to then use the socket to tighten, and it's going to expand that black plastic kind of rubber expansion material to lock it into the hole. We're going to go over all this and just showing everything we have used. And then the most important stuff is the Hydrostop 300 polyurethane foam, water reactive. We got this from Applied Technologies, and this is the expensive part. We're also going to have to use a grease gun. Crack is actually a little bigger than this one. This is more like a 32nd. It runs straight up and down. If you have cracks that go at a 45, you need to probably have somebody come in and look at your basement, because that's not just... Find all the cracks, and then we're going to measure them. We found all the cracks, found where they were, and for each crack we're going to drill, we're going to mark every 6 inches. I put an X every 6 inches, because on a hairline crack they want you to go every 6 inches at a 45 degrees, 5 inches out from the crack. So you're going to want to go 5 inches out from the crack, and we're going to go 45 degrees towards the crack, into the crack, and drill in, and then you're going to actually drill past a little bit. You will actually feel the pop, the little poof, when you break through to the crack. So then I zigzag. Now in the Applied Technologies video, they don't tell you to do the zigzag. That's just something I came up with. Sometimes the cracks you do have to, because it's hard to get through. So I went side by side, and then I didn't go all the way to the top. My basement sticks out 18 inches is ground level. 18 inches, this is on the other side. I went to 14 inches above, below the top of the wall, and that takes me 4 inches above ground. So that should be more than enough. So anyway, this crack is perfect because it's out in the open. I have some cracks that were harder, and they don't give you room for the drill to come on both sides. So I had to come in from this angle only, and that's why I only marked it on this side. The drill, as you see, there's no room to do that. So that's why this is all going to be on this side. Okay, we're going to show you how we're going to start this drilling. If you start drilling right away on the 45, it's just going to go away. Now, some of you watching this know that I'm trying to show everybody. So if you never drilled a hole in the concrete, there is a little bit of work into it. So I'm going to start this. We're going to start by putting the tip straight in. Okay, so then we're going to come in on the side, and we're trying to do your best to go at 45 degrees. and that's gonna meet about 7 inches back. These walls are 9-foot walls, a 10-inch that's thick, at 7 inches. We should be hitting right about middle to just past the middle. We wanna go 5 inches away. You don't wanna go too close because this foam could pop that front out, and then you're not gonna get good penetration into the back end of the crack to the outside. So that's why they have us going 5 inches away and at a 45, and it works out to just over 7 inches, and that's why you need a 12-inch drill. Here we go. We drilled straight in. Now we're gonna go at an angle. Show it to you up close, and that's what we're looking at. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna place this butte right in there, and you want to tap it. You may want to tap it, you know, these, and see how the angle is. We're gonna tap it in farther when we're ready, but all we're gonna do. Okay, now that we drill all our holes, we got the dust in the holes, so now we're going to vacuum it out, and we're going to shoot it with water. We're going to show you that, put the Zerks in, and pump it with the filler. So, here we go. Okay, now we're going to put the Zerk in, get the water. And all we're going to do is first hit it with the water. How do you want this one? We're gonna just shoot it until we see it come out a little bit. Now we take a handful of these Zerks. And then we're gonna just put them in one at a time. Get them all, they're a little loose, so you gotta snug them up right before you put it in there, because we're gonna put the ratchet on it. Somebody has let me know that I didn't say why we put water in our holes. The reason we're putting water in these holes, these never leak. These never leak, so the Applied Technologies material won't react if there's no water. So we got to have water, and so we put in water. Now, if you have a crack that's leaking, then it's going to have an active leaking crack is going to have water. But we're doing these cracks as preventive maintenance, so we had to put water in it, and that's why I got them full of water. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tighten these down. Just do it until you they won't turn anymore. So there you go. You gotta be careful, you know, it's best if you don't have the hex buried into the cement. And these Zerks take an 8mm, and just get them to where they're really nice and snug. You don't have to do it where you can two-hand it. It's just a 3/8 drive. Just doing it until, you know, I can just barely get a turn out of it. It's in there. Okay. So now, what I do is on the cheap side, and the spring just goes wherever it wants to go. It's kind of weird. And most of the videos they just tell you to shoot it in there. But you actually just take the fluid and you start filling. You just fill it. I'll put it down in there. Don't fill it to the top. I go 3/4 of the way. You want to leave room for the spring. Put your cap back on a little bit if you can. The better grease guns, this won't be like this. The better grease guns, they'll stay straight. This just happens to be what Advance had, and actually Murray's. Okay, well that was sure stinky, but okay. Release the spring. I'm gonna get the first load. I want to get the air. There we go. Oh, now this stuff's going to run down the wall. Oh, there it is. See it coming out? Okay. It might be almost out. Come on, there it goes. You see it in the crack. See it coming out? You pump until you see it, and I go a couple more pumps. And then you do that all the way up. And then we'll show you in the end what this looks like it's done. It's going to start getting solid. It's going to run down the wall. It's going to foam up. We're going to show you what this looks like when it's all done. So in an hour or so, we'll be done. We'll come back and we'll show you what it looks like.